Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Force with some more Friday Night Magic. This week we will be running a Boros control deck. Boros is a sort of red-white color combination here in Magic the Gathering, and this is going to be control. This hand is not amazing, but I think we will go ahead and keep it because we do get to draw first. Hopefully I don't even know. I'd kind of like to draw into some non-land, but we've been running a lot of aggro-style decks, primarily because aggro just does incredibly well in the Duels format. I would say especially, too, here in Duels 2015, with the custom deck building available, you can run some very aggressive decks, and if you play against people who don't have that aggressive of a deck, you can put yourself in a fantastic position, and that really sucks to start. Luckily, we do have the Anger of the Gods, although we won't be able to use it right away, so we'll have to see how this goes. Starting off, we're going to throw down the Wall of Omens, though. This is an 0/4 defender, and when it enters the battlefield, we get to draw a card, so it's basically a Wall of Blossoms. It's essentially a Wall of Blossoms. Now, unfortunately, he does have the Shadow of the Night. It's a 2/1 with lifelink. What this means is that whenever it deals damage, he's going to gain life. Now, we can prevent it from dealing damage to us by blocking with our 0/4, but that creature still does damage to our creature, meaning that he still gains the life. So 2 damage is dealt, he gains life, there you go. And he plays the second Child of the Night. Now we do have the Anger of the Gods, and this will be coming into play and will be incredibly effective. In fact, we'll be able to play it next turn. Not this turn though, because the Boros Guildgate does come into play tapped. But next turn we will have the 2 red mana plus the colorless to go ahead and throw this down and blow up his board. I'm actually really hoping he plays another minion with 3 or less health here. But in the process, he has managed to gain 6 life. Now, a big question is going to be at this point, do I in fact play the Anger of the Gods right now? Yes. Him having that tells me yes. Because I was actually considering the Lightning Talons just on my own creature, but him playing this with those 2 Child of the Nights, I absolutely want to clear that out. So we are just going to do that right now. We're going to play Anger of the Gods. 3 damage across the board. Does deal 3 damage to our creatures. However, luckily enough, our creature's not going to die. Plays this protection from, he's going to give a protection from red, so his thing lives. And as a result, we also have to sacrifice a creature. That just ruins my day. We do have the Angelic Edict, though, which we're going to use to get rid of his 3/2 coming up. But he did just save his creature for the turn and forced us to sack ours. That's sad. That's a good play, though. So yes, God's Willing gave his creature protection. He chose the color, he chose red. Protection from red means he's not going to be dealt damage by the Anger of the Gods. And as a result, he lived and now is swinging at us. Now, again, we've got the Angelic Edict, though, so we can get rid of his creature, which we will be doing before we play anything else. Because whenever he targets that, we're forced to sack a creature, which is exactly why. Oh, and the Dreamborn Muse, letting him draw cards. This is not going that swell for us. Well, we have to get rid of the Agent of Fates. We don't really have much of a choice, to be honest with you. We don't really have much of a choice but to get rid of the Angel of Fate, because I know he's got a card draw engine with this. He's gonna be able to draw a card every turn. But this thing will make it so that any of the creatures we play, we're gonna be having to sacrifice. So, because all he needs to do is target his thing. So he'll be losing life in the process with this, but I don't like, it's not looking great right now. This isn't looking too great for me. Especially he's got a 10 life lead, even more so right now, as he swings us for 3. Now we do have the Stormbreath Dragon, Flying Haste, Protect from White. When I Monstrous it, which is going to be 5, 6, 7, it deals damage to opponent equal to, heyo, deals damage to opponent equal to the number of cards in that player's hand, which that could be pretty good. So we could go with the Stormbreath Dragon right now. We could also go with the Palisade Giant, which is a 2/7, which damage will be redirected. So if we go with this, we could play the Lightning Talons on it. Or I can just start swinging him in the face and basically try to race him, which I think I could potentially win. So let's try that. We're going to play the Guildgate. We're going to play the Stormbreath Dragon. And then we're going to swing him for 4 this turn, because again, it does have haste, which allows us to attack him with it right away. Now let's see, we've got 6 in play right now, so next turn we will have 7, and we can Monstrous it. Monstrosity. And it'll become a 7/7, plus he'll get dealt damage equal to the number of cards in his hand. So it'll be a 7/7, we'll swing for 7. We also have the option of playing the Palisade Giant next turn as well. You could also play the Lightning Talons on the creature, but instead of Lightning Talons, I think it'll make more sense for me to Monstrosity, unless I want to save it as a blocker and use the Lightning Talons first strike benefit, which lets it deal combat damage to a creature first in an engagement. Alright, aura spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Whenever you cast a spell that targets this, he gets 1/1. Alright. I mean, if he doesn't have removal for my 4/4, then I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling like there's the potential for us to win. The potential. It's not guaranteed. Now, the one thing I don't know about Monstrosity is if it can be done as an instant or not. Or if it can only be done... I think it can be done as an instant. So I'm going to declare attack, because I do believe it can be done whenever. Does it say here? It doesn't say it can only be cast as a sorcery, so... Alright, so let's go into combat phase. Let's go ahead and attack. And then trigger this. So it's going to get pumped up, +3/+3. Plus he's going to take 4 damage from the cards in his hand. So that brings him down to 16. And then so if the 7 damage goes through, that brings him down to 9. So here's the question. We have a potential victory for next turn. Because we have extra damage in our hand we can push through between the Nimbus Wings and the Lightning Talons. Oh no. 6, 4. Oh! 4, 5, 6, 7. Does he have 2 more damage in his hand? He must, or else he wouldn't be attacking right now. Or maybe he doesn't think I can push through my extra damage, or he has removal in his hand. Dead weight. Target creature gets -2/-2. That doesn't kill. 5, 6, 7, 8. We win! Yes! Oh my god. Oh, we win. 5, 6, 7, 8. Just right there. Just right there. Pre-combat. Throw the Lightning Talons on our creature. That is 8 damage. And then we attack for 8. That was such a close game. It's not over yet. Does he have anything? Does he have anything? Yeah! Game number 1. Yuck! I do not like this opening hand. No. Draw a new one. Okay. We'll keep it. That's looking a little bit better. We've got the Wall of Omens. We're going to start off with the Boros Guildgate. Wall of Omens will be next turn. We also have Reprisal. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater can't be regenerated. So yeah, this deck has, it's basically like, we've got some early game removal control, some hard control for the mid-late game, and then some, pretty much some big creatures. There's some early creatures in the True Fire Paladin, and we are also running Stoneforge Mystic, but the Mystic is more for fetch than it is as an actual creature. So it's pretty cool little deck here. I'm digging it right now. I'm digging it. All right, we're gonna go with the second mountain, and let's toss down the Wall of Omens. I used to love Wall of Blossoms so much. It's nice to see it reincarnated here in the Wall of Omens. So yeah, it's an 0/4. It's just a great look at the picture too. One of the things I just absolutely adore about Magic the Gathering is how fantastic the artwork is. Like, look at how cool that wall is. I search for a vision of Zendikar. That does not include the Eldrazi. He's gonna throw down a Whoa. The clock is ticking. Beastmaster Ascension. Gets a counter whenever one of his creatures attacks. And once it has 7 counters, his creatures get +5/+5. That is not good. That is not good for us at all. I don't have any... Okay, I do have stuff that can potentially get rid of that, but I don't have it right now. So, yikesers. So yeah, in a few turns, especially if he's playing creature, if he plays 1 or 2 creatures here, He's gonna hit that 7 counter mark pretty quickly. I mean, he had that 1 drop and then followed it up immediately with the Beastmaster Ascension. That's really bad for us. At the beginning of each upkeep, you may exile target creature card from your graveyard. If you do, put a token onto the battlefield that is a copy of that card, except it's a spirit in addition to other types. Exile it at the beginning of the next end step. Wow, Seance, huh? That's pretty sweet. I mean, it sucks for me, but that's a pretty cool card. Wow, wow, wow. Seance, huh? All right. All right, Chief. All right, Chiefter. Chiefaroo. We still have nothing. Next turn we can Stormbreath Dragon. That makes me super happy, especially this card has pro white. His deck is white, so a lot of the removal that I expect him to have will be white removal, like exiles or things like that, and he is safe from that. So this is very good. This is very good. You can't see it right now, but I'm doing my hands. You know, you touch the points of all your fingers and you push them together, like yes, yes. That's what I'm doing right now. Yes, yes. I'm feeling very. Oh, I don't know. I'm feeling very maniacal right now. Like I feel like we're gonna be in a good spot. A good spot. A good spot. When we land the Stormbreath Dragon. He's got 3 counters on the Beastmaster Ascension, but he has yet to play another creature, so whatever, bro. All right, Stormbreath Dragon, go. Come on, resolve. Beautiful. All right, now, attack for 4. So unless he has green removal, basically, or does Master still do it? Anyways, this is good. This is good. We hit him for 4. Hit him for 4. We can Monstrosity, not next turn, but the turn after, because it does cost 7. Next turn, though, we can play the Inferno Titan. And he has been, I don't know what his deck is, but he has yet to play a second creature. It's just been the Pioneer. This Beastmaster Ascension, if he had played a creature, basically if his curve was better or he drew better, he should easily, honestly, have 7 tokens by this point. Like, he should have 7 tokens by this point. If he was running, I don't know. I mean, I obviously don't know what deck he's running, but if I was running this deck, I would have 4 of these, a bunch of 1, 2, and 3 drops with the Beastmaster Ascension, and that would be the deck. But his token creation is about to go downhill. Before anything, though, let's go ahead and attack with the Stormbreath Dragon. Again, we are a mana short from Monstrosity, but we do have the Inferno Titan. Inferno Titan is a baller, let me just tell you. Inferno Titan comes into play, deals 3 damage divided how we choose. It basically casts Arc Lightning divided how we choose. So we're gonna do 1 to the player, 1 to a creature, 2 to the players. So this essentially is stopping his token production because we're getting rid of the 1 creature he has. So he's still 3 tokens off. And oh, this is gonna give him, damn it, damn it, damn it. Seance, what are you doing? That's, whatever. Okay, he chose not to trigger it, I see. Interesting. All right, he is gonna throw down, ooh, flying 4, oh no, my creature has protection from white, it doesn't matter. Whoa, 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 whoa. Enters the battlefield, if your life total is less than your starting life total, it becomes your, holy shit. Guys, do you see what just happened? Resolute Archangel, flying, 4/4. When it enters the battlefield, if your life total is less than your starting life total, which is 20, it becomes your starting life total. What? That is insane. So I can destroy his flying creature, but I don't have to. So I think I'm just gonna go with the Monstrosity right now. All right, going into combat. So this is pro white, so his 4/4 can't block it. He can block my 6/6 though. And then we're gonna swing with this. All right. Inferno Titan, I get to choose to do 3 damage divided how I choose. We are going to go player. It's gonna be 100% to the player because the 3 damage wouldn't kill his creature. If he blocks with this creature, it dies anyways. He can block the 6/6. Wait a second, this would not, okay, yeah, I wouldn't have enough to kill, so. Does he choose to block? No, he does not. We then, in response, choose the Monstrosity, bringing us up to a 7/7. This will bring him down to 10/8 with the 2 damage from the trigger, down to 2. Okay, I see. I was looking at how that damage was resolving. I was like, wait a second, but okay, that makes sense. So he's down to 2 now. And oh, honestly, this is the game winner here for us. This beastly dragon is the game winner, and our opponent, unsurprisingly, decides to leave the game. You know, he had the basis of what I thought was a very terrifying deck with the beginner play Pioneer. Immediately this is fine, we're still alive. Immediately followed up by Beastmaster Ascension. Had that been continuously followed up with had that been continuously followed up with small creatures, we probably would have lost this game. Alas, or you know, good for us, bad for alas for the opponent. It did not work out that way, and so we win quite victoriously, I should say. Yes. Ooh, this is like a mega late game hand. We do have the amulet, which is really cool, but I'm gonna draw a new hand. Yeah. Okay, I can keep this actually. I can keep this. Have I been going second every game? What is up with my luck? Foundry Street Denizen. Okay, this game's over. Pretty sure he's running aggro goblin, and that means like GG for me. However, we do have the 2 Wall of Omens, which will greatly stave off that damage, plus the lightning talents, so actually it could be not that bad. But look at this start, man. What the heck? Foundry Street Denizen. It's a 1/1 creature. Whenever another red creature enters the battlefield under your control, gets +1/+0 till end of turn. This last game might be a quick one. If his opening is any indication, he is super aggressive. Now we're just gonna go with the Wall of Omens, not the True Fire Paladin yet, because I want to wait for the True Fire Paladin until I can give it first strike. Once I can give it first strike, which is when I get a 4th land, then things will be a little bit better. But for now, we're just gonna go with this. This is gonna give us a blocker. He's gonna play a Goblin Rabble Master. Oh my gosh. Pumps him up, and then a token comes into play. Pumps him up. We're only taking 2 this turn. Oh, Anger of the Gods, we desperately need Anger of the Gods. So much so that actually we couldn't even afford to play it if we drew it, because we don't have double red right now. Oh, there's double red. All right, so I'm gonna probably go with the second Wall of Omens, just so we get a second blocker right here. Just trying to hold off this onslaught. Plus, this gives me the card draw, allowing me to get closer to the anger. closer to the anger. I'm already filled with it. All right, so we pass the turn on over. Yeah, if we don't draw Anger of the Gods soon, it's just gonna be game over. In fact, oh my gosh. 3/3, whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, that creature gets +2/+0 and gains haste until end of turn. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Without our board clear, it's just a clean sweep. It's just gonna be a clean sweep. All right, so he's swinging with it all. He gets a token in play as well. This is unreal. That's a 5/2. So we have to go, we're gonna block both of these 3 attacks, just to keep these bad boys in play. Come on, top deck, top deck, top deck. It would literally save me. It would literally save me. It's not looking good though. That's not it. All right, well, all hope is not lost. I can play both of these. I could also play this, but I think I'd rather have these 2 extra creatures in play. So we're gonna go with both True Fire Paladins. This gives us blockers that can kill some of his creatures. So we might not die this turn. Come on, man, where's the heart of the cards when I need it, right? All I needed was one of 2 cards, because there's only 2 Anger of the Gods in the deck. That's it. Oh, is that so much to ask? I don't think it's so much to ask. All right, so who am I gonna kill here? Well, we're gonna have to see who he decides to attack with. He's not swinging with everything. All right. well, I will... Please commit. Please commit. Yes, chooses not to swing with the Denizen, or yes to swing with the Denizen? Chooses yes to swing with the Denizen. I'm just trying to buy myself time into the anger. Block both of these. Block this. Okay, let's see. Does he have any more pump up to kill our walls? No. Okay, so we do block the 6 damage from those 2 3s. 1 damage goes through. We're at 8. Here's another opportunity to draw anger. Come on, come on. Honestly, if I draw anything else, it's not going to be good. Well, drawing another land, yeah, it's not terrible. So I have a couple choices. I can go with a Creepy Doll. It's a 1/1 indestructible, which will let me kill some of his creatures. Or we could go with a Mystic plus the Talons, which will give us first strike for one of our things. I actually think I like that play. Let's go with the Mystic plus Talons. So this gives our wall. You may search the library for equipment. Yeah, of course. So we get the amulet. And the Talons, we're gonna put on one of our walls, I think. Or do we put on the 2? No, let's put on one of our walls, because the 2/2 can kill a creature anyways. So this gives us a wall with first strike that can also kill one of his things. We are obviously not attacking. We are way too low for that. We are way too low for that. Stormbreath Dragon, GG. 4, all he needs to do is get through, maybe not this, oh, that's 6. So all he needs to get through is 2 damage. Yeah, that's GG. Shucks. Man, you know, yuck. That's a huge bummer, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what, that is a huge bummer. Because we really could have, there was really potential there for us to win. Or there was potential there for us to not just outright die. But alas, Goblin Rushdown destroys us because we didn't draw Anger of the Gods. Maybe next time, Maybe next time. Let us go ahead and wrap things up by taking a look at the deck list. 2 Stoneforge Mystics, letting me search through for a equipment and put it into my hand. There are 4 equipments in the deck that are relative for the search. It's basically to get those in play. That's the reason this card is in here. 3 of the Wall of Omens as early defenders. They did us much justice in this series here. The Reprisal, we didn't get to see it come into action, but it's good against big beastly creatures as a removal. Nimbus Wings to pump up our creatures, give them flying. We've got the Brimaz, King of Oroscos. You didn't get to see them play, but it's a 3/4 Vigilance. Whenever it attacks, they get a 1/1 creature into play. Whenever it blocks, we get a 1/1 creature blocking as well. Safe Passage, prevent all combat damage will be dealt to you and creatures you control this turn. As you can imagine, that is incredibly useful. We can take a full attack of damage. Safe Passage, nothing happens. We don't take any damage. No combat damage is dealt. Baneslayer Angel, because it's a Baneslayer Angel, and we've got a pretty much a high curve on this in this deck, so we don't mind those high casting costs. We've got the Angelic Edicts, 2 of those to exile a creature or enchantment. We have got the Aegis Angel, it's a 5/5, enters the battlefield. Target permanent gains indestructible as long as this stays in play, as long as we control it. The Palisade Giant, it's a 2/7, all damage dealt to any other permanents or us is redirected to the Giant. We've got the Anger of the Gods. This literally probably would have won us the last game. If we had got this in play, we would have turned it around drastically. 3 damage to each creature, but unfortunately we did not draw into it. Also have the Lightning Talons, +3/+0, and first strike to a creature. Stormbreath Dragon, you got to see this thing do work so good. A single Inferno Titan, really good as well. Comes into play, deals 3 damage divided how we choose. Attack steals 3 damage divided how we choose. Plus it has the Shivan Dragon pump up of +1/+0. The Avarice Amulet, you didn't get to see this. This is a fun little combo here. Okay, so Amulet. Enchanted creature gets +2/+0 and Vigilance, plus it has at the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card. When equipped creature dies, target opponent gains control of this card, okay? But we cast it on Creepy Doll, it's indestructible. So when equipped creature dies, oh no, he gets it, but this guy's indestructible. And it's a 1/1. Whenever it deals combat damage to a creature, flip a coin. If you win the flip, you destroy that creature. And then lastly, we have got 3 of the True Fire Paladins. This just sort of shores up the early game, which is our weak point, because this is a control mid or late game deck. And that is going to do it, guys, for this episode of Friday Night Magic. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I will see you next Friday for another episode. Have a fantastic day. Also see you tomorrow if you just want some other gaming stuff. Come here to the channel. Thanks a lot, guys. Take it easy, keep watching, and keep owning.